guys, and welcome to episode 5 of Life on the Outside. So it's good to be back home. I had such an awesome time on holidays, 2 weeks off just to recharge my batteries, and this happened. But I'll get into this later. But I had an amazing time seeing family and friends, and yeah, it was great. Okay, so this episode I wanted to talk about overcoming obstacles, and the idea, of course, came from what happened to me. For those that don't know, I managed to break my collarbone skiing in Melbourne. We went to Mount Buller, and I yeah, didn't do too well at it, and I went a little bit too quickly at one time, and managed to break my collarbone on my left side. So not genuinely happy about that. It's certainly frustrating. It's certainly something that I wasn't planning, and has eaten into my regime a little bit. I can't continue on the way that I used to, but you know, I've still got the same mentality. I still have the same idea of well-being in my head, and that's the important thing, is that I've still got that. You know, this hasn't affected me psychological. I'm not going to let this beat me. This is something that I'm going to continue on with. The only issue, of course, being the fact that I can't use my left arm. Which is a lot more frustrating than when you think. Like, anybody that's broken something and had it in a sling for a long period of time, they know exactly how frustrating that can be. So yeah, talking about obstacles today, I wanted to sort of display how I am currently viewing my situation and how I'm dealing with it. Because, you know, there's always going to be a time where we're really, really excited, really, really enthused, ready to go, you know, let's do this, let's you know, change our lives. And then something gets in our way, physically or, you know, time-wise, or you know, whatever the obstacle is, you know, we have them in our lives. They come up at any point in time. So my own personal sort of journey through this, you know, through this process has been an interesting one. Like I'm still not very happy about this situation. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm really, really annoyed. It's just simply because most of my training revolves around weight training these days. And a lot of that is upper body work, and I simply can't do any upper body work whatsoever. So my way around it, more than anything else, is to look at what I can do instead of what I can't do. But I still have a lot of cardio options at the moment. I can still do a lot of bike work. I can do a lot of core work at the moment. I'm doing a heap of legs all the time. I'm on my legs. I'm gonna have the biggest legs in the world by the end of this. I can't wait. My own personal revelation in this is the fact that, you know, it's something that can't be helped. You know, it's a decision I made to go skiing. It backfired in the sense that I can't train, but, you know, I can still do other things. You know, I can still do what I can to be in this process. Like, I'm still in the gym every single day. I don't stop simply because I've broken something. Like, I really, don't get me wrong, there's times where you need to take care of injuries and, you know, make sure that they're okay, and so you don't make them any worse. But ultimately, the idea is to keep going as much as possible. You know, that's where my mindset is at the moment. And, you know, I was slightly worried at the beginning there, because I was worried that I was going to start letting this affect me mentally. And that's such an easy thing to do, especially when you got a big blow like this. It's so easy to use it as a reason and as an excuse. You know, I'm glad it happened when it did, when I'm already in the process of you know, being happy with my weight and happy with where I am with that. But for someone just starting out and they're experiencing an injury where it's debilitating and they can't do what they normally do, it would be very easy, and I almost wouldn't blame them to kind of use it as a scapegoat, as a reason to stop the same mentality, you know, to stop the positive reinforcement for themselves. So I really do implore anyone that's in a similar situation that I am in at the moment, if you can do anything, you know, do it. Be proactive about what you have, and focus on what you can do and not what you can't do. And that'll, not only will that give you the drive to continue on, but it will also give you a positive reinforcement that you're doing the right thing. And that's so important, is if you feel good about the decisions you've made, it's a continual sort of, it's the cycle in the opposite direction, in the positive direction, where you're happy with the decisions you make, so you continue to make them. And yeah, I'm not going to let this be me. I'm not going to let this take over my life. I'm going to continue on. You ask any of my mates, they'll tell you, yeah, James is still in the gyms, James is still going. And I don't want to go back to where I was. I'm happy where I am now. I wasn't happy back then. So it's so important for me to continue the mentality as much as it is for me to continue the workout and to continue the training. So I'm really excited about the next couple of episodes, guys. I have a couple of special guests coming through. I think you'll like them. I think you'll recognize them, and they'll be able to give you a little bit of insight into their journey with weight loss, and it'll be a different insight from mine, and it'll be good to discuss that with them. So stay tuned, guys. It'll be in the next couple of weeks, and I'll see you then. And remember, you can